everyone. This next topic is about money again. Oh my god, why are you guys having problems with money? No, just kidding. I'm also having one, but I gotta work. Um, anyway, I got Pringles. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, this topic is about my my wife's family are wanted to borrow money from us, and the guy said that they used to send money. They send this regular amount every month. I think it's like $200 a month, but this time one of his wife's brothers wanted to borrow money to start a piggery. Are are they insulting me? Okay, that hurts. I don't know if I want to talk about it. Just kidding. Okay, so how is it? Should we lend them money or not? So actually, his wife really wanted to lend them money. If I'm not mistaken, the initial cost they're asking is about $1,500. Sorry, I was calculating it. It's peso. It's like about 60 to 80,000, something like that. I think they also need to build something for the pigs, and and to buy baby pigs. What do you call baby pigs? Swine? I don't know. Baby pigs. Anyway, sorry. Um, anyway, what do I think about it? He's asking that, he's also saying that way back, her family also mentioned about opening a sari store. For those who doesn't know what sari store is, it's like a small grocery shop, really small, and then you sell different kinds of things. It's like a lemonade stand, but with many kinds of snacks or food or something. So that's a sari store, but eventually it failed. And then they also asked money to renovate the house, but they didn't do it. Now there's the pattern. You can already see it, okay? So if you know that nothing happened before, why would you expect that something would happen now? Now, the question is, would you like to lend money? Well, it's up to you. First of all, if your wife is working, maybe she can send her own money after she shares her responsibilities with you with your expenses. I don't know if you have shared responsibility with expenses, or you let her keep her money, and asking you for permission is a sign of respect, which is good. But do you have to send? I don't know. Remember, if a Filipino, most of them, I'm not saying all, if you know that they don't have the capability to borrow money or to pay your money, then don't lend money. You can just give them some money in order to start something with that, but to give them what they want, and they would say like they would borrow it, and you think that they can pay it, then don't lend them. Yeah, that's my advice. Because it's gonna ruin your relationship, I think. Not only you and your wife, but also her and her family, especially if you don't see the pigs. So, but if you have a chance, your wife can actually go back home for a holiday, and she could buy the pigs herself, and then they can just take care of those pigs until they can have babies. I know this is really unethical, but if it's that amount, I would get a lawyer, really. I mean, you might say, Mira, it's only $2,000, but they won't have a sense of responsibility unless there's paper or black and white. Believe it or not, Filipinos are still scared of the law. So if there's like paper, it's always strong. You can just tell them, oh, we can take you to court if you don't blah blah blah, if you don't keep your promise. And even though it's a family, it is a family. That's why each individual should respect each other's boundaries, and businesses, that business is business, blah blah blah. Although I don't recommend business with families personally, unless it's your mother, or you know, it's like they won't have any benefits from it directly. So that's my point. It should always be like a win-win situation. Even me with my mom, if I'm gonna have a business with her, I always told her, okay, Ma, we should set this into paper. We should have a lawyer doing this. And then she's like, okay, okay, that's no problem. Now, we respect each other. You know, I want to protect myself. She wants to protect herself. So it's a win-win situation. So if you're gonna establish that business, make sure it's in paper. Yeah. Now, yeah, why do Filipinos like to borrow money? To answer you that question, it is because they thought, especially to foreigners, why are foreigners like supposed to give more than their counterparts? Like for instance, like maybe his wife has a brother, but they don't give as much, or they don't share as much. It is because Filipinos think foreigners have more money, and the exchange rate is quite, different. And they would think that, it's like share your blessings. We have that connotation with from the Catholic Church, money is the root of all evil, and giving is better than receiving. So this is why a lot of Filipinos, they feel this responsibility that it's better to give than to receive, because you can get more blessings if you give, and so on. So maybe that is why many Filipinos are sometimes they're burdened of giving more. Even me, maybe, well, I'm lucky with my family, they don't, but it's not, sometimes there are some relatives that expect me to give more because I'm in Japan. But I tell them upfront, especially to my mom, that mom, I cannot give this, I cannot give that. I don't want to carry noodles, I don't want to carry this, I don't want to carry that. So if your relatives don't want to see me, I don't care. If you don't want to see me, I don't care, I'm going home. And then my mom would say, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Even my dad, they understand. So I'm quite lucky, or maybe I'm already setting my limitations and what they could expect up ahead, so that they wouldn't maybe dislike us or something. I don't know. Just to lower down expectations. So another thing is that, yeah, I think that's the biggest factor of why Filipinos in other countries or married to foreigners should give more, because they have this burden, and people are giving them that burden that they have to share their blessings. I couldn't think of other reasons really. Even historically, it's rooted with our Christianity or Catholic religion. So don't be surprised about it. And if you see the 10 Commandments, you will also see there, like, love your mother and father. That's why they want to support their family. And also many Filipino women, they think that if they're going up, like moving up, it's also nice to pull their family together. But their mistake is they give them to move them up, not guide them to go up. So there's a big difference with that. And until they become dependent with them, and then when they lose everything, everything is gone as well. So it's a no-no. So if I were you, I wouldn't lend the money yet. I would rather go back to that place, I or your wife, and then she would handle the business on her own. Buy the pigs, choose the places, get a lawyer, and make sure that rules and conditions and terms would be followed, and so on. That's my idea. But of course, maybe if it's in the countryside or something, I don't know how it goes there, but whether it's in the countryside or not, the Constitution would follow them. Rules would follow them. So that is my recommendation. For others might not agree with me. And if you want to lend money to your wife's relatives or your girlfriends, relatives, my advice is you should be willing to lend the money that you're not expecting to get back. Because there's a big percentage that it's not gonna come back. Not because they don't want to pay you, but maybe they're not capable of paying. Unless you get a lawyer and do collateral if they have a land. I think that's better, yeah? So that's my advice for you. It's not being selfish, it's being smart. Money is not easy to earn unless you're a billionaire, right? Well, anyway, I hope that helps and I hope that opens your eyes as well. So, unless you trust this person and they have a good track record of returning the money they borrow from you, then go for it. Now, but if you think that this person's track record has been bad all along, then don't go for it. Then now if you think that you want to give this person a chance, you can lend them a small amount at first. And if it's a big amount, go for a lawyer. That's my advice. So if not, let it go. And to be honest with you, I don't know. Piggery business is very difficult, especially we have swine flu, right? So just find other businesses, something where your wife can put her name into that paper. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope it helps.